make a comeback, but every lag, whether it's been a really good one and Asia's been better, or even there, not so good from both, but Asia still wins it. But a dry break, so now's the time. You've got to pounce quickly.
It's been a lively atmosphere all week here, but nothing like tonight. Absolutely packed stands.
Yeah, he's going to want to draw this ball off the 8. Watch out for the side if he really gets into it. Okay, hit it really nice. And like I said in the opener, you know, David's run pretty hot and cold in those Moscone Cups, but it seems like when the moment's its biggest, he seems to play his best. Just off on every mark there. You could see no position on the red 3. Got a little bit of a thick contact. You know, it wasn't aiming that thick. Pros just don't do that. So it was something in the delivery. Did you see something, Phil?
Other than maybe a little rustiness, because it's been 24 hours since they've been out there. You see, had he been in stroke, he wouldn't have done that, Chua. He's a little overzealous with the position.
Yeah, a little touchy over the brown 7, and he's got to hit it light. May get a hair thin on the pink. Just always talk about him with those soft hands. It seems like always gets nice contact on the cue ball. Didn't expect that miss on the 2, though, after such a nice opener on the 1 from David. So already right there on the pink 4, showing his comfort and what he's been about these last few weeks, and really all of 2024.
That's the problem with power into the middle pockets. You need to be so accurate. In that case, actually, he was miles away, but it's in the head.
Yeah, Chua's got his own kind of like pre-stroke delivery, and just felt like it was a little quick, and as you say, a little shoulder into that one. So again, another opening after the dry break. This felt pretty difficult, though. He's got to draw this back on a straight line. Beautiful, a little punch draw. And, you know, David had a big miscue with ball in hand and a big moment. I believe it was day 2, was it?
Well, if he'd missed that, that would have been embarrassing. It only just crept in.
Team Europe wins your first set.
But Europe have crept 1-0 up. Alcaide missed the 2, but then Chua, maybe being a little positionally over-ambitious, missed the 7.
All right, the 1 narrowly missing. I don't think he's too unhappy with how he hit it. And now does Chua want to make up for that mistake with a cross-side bank to start on the 1? I think he'll go for this. We'll see how they settled and how much of a cut is on the 1 to bank it cross side. But yeah, I think he does go. I mean, cue ball will be tracking a couple rails towards the pink, but the 2 is open. 3 back up table. Now he's kind of hitting down on this a little. I thought he had hit a little more of a level stroke. Oh, really nice. I think this failed to where he may be kind of drawing the cue ball towards the 8. And will definitely be the draw stroke. And he cheated the pocket. That's the cue ball cleaned.
When the cue ball is cleaned by the referee, who in this case is Marcel Eckhart, it does come out of the time, so the clock, as you can see, continues to tick.
Yeah, really brought back nightmares for me playing Alcaide, and players play with different types of chalks, and certain chalks kind of get a little more on the cue ball.
The extension, please.
All right, he's close to this. So it'll be the draw stroke. Just kind of make sure nothing silly happens. And he caught the 8. So now the track might be a little different than he thought. Watch out.
Is he angled from his reaction? Hard to tell.
Yeah, well, I don't think he would be burning the clock off if he had a direct shot. So it'll be 2 or 3 rails at this pink. Could slide up the rail behind it. This isn't going to get a cushion, I don't think.
Ball short. The rail up the contact. Ball in hand.
Remember, 4 singles matches played so far. Asia have won all of them. But Europe, are they resurgent?
You can see there, I was going to bring it up earlier.
David,
one of the few pros that almost adjusts when he's down on every shot. And that's the mentality for the comeback, right? Put it in your own hands. And that return kind of tells you something about it as well. You don't have to necessarily sell out something easy. All right, he's got tons of options here, Phil. Which one you think? You bank the 2 down, put it behind the purple. Here's the effort from David. Wasn't far off. We know no one cuts the ball thinner. Could bank it to the lower left. There's just many different things he could do. Looks good.
I'm pleased to see that, because that's Chua's game. He doesn't want to compromise it because of the situation. That's what he does.
Yeah, the speed he played it at. It was really hard to hang the ball. You figure little room for error if he hits the rail. It's going to get away from the pocket. He's leaving the cue ball on the top cushion with the 3 near. So I think a smart play and even better struck. All right, this speed, he's going to go into the 9, I think.
History repeating itself. Not right on the 7, and he's got a choice to make.
Exactly right, Phil.
The
Float it or
please.
go to the top rail. I think he's going to say to himself, I'm going to go to the top rail, and oh, he's floating it. Little drag maybe, hair of a draw.
He didn't win it off the break. He won it with a length of table double on the 2. Chua on the board. Asia on the board.
It's kind of hard to say, really, but they gave up the bottom half of the cue ball, so the 2's going to get banged away. He's going to go to the side rail, dropping behind the pink. Oh, he held up there. I thought that was a little different. I think he was trying to cut it quite a bit more and slide the cue ball and get the 2 more on the middle of the top rail.
And now, of course, with the 5 so close to the pocket, the 2-5 combination very much in Alcaide's eye line.
Yeah, really way harder to miss it than it is to make it. Just get the speed right, coming across with the cue ball. Oh, my. And that's about the only way he misses it, with that extra speed. That kind of shrinks the pocket a hair. Thought he would float it a little more with so much angle on the blue 2.
And now, what an opportunity to draw level.
see he wasn't happy the way he hit the pocket there on the 7. Now falling a bit flatter on the 8. Shouldn't really be a problem. This is going to be a little shy. So again, he hasn't didn't play a whole lot yesterday, and maybe trying to find himself a little early here on day 4.
Extension, please.
What they call a ticklish shot, this, under any circumstances, let alone under this pressure, with all of these eyes on you. Not surprised. I'm not surprised he missed it. And I'm certainly not surprised, having missed it, he missed it thick.
Yeah, and he, like Jason Shaw, one of the few players that doesn't really settle the cue prior to the final swing.
Extension called.
You know, we all have our own opinions about, you know, what's better or what not, but when that's off a little bit with the timing, I think we've seen a little bit. It can kind of linger. Boy, does he cut it. Does he bank it? All right, he's elevated, so it's a bank shot.
Remember Kazakis. Length of table bank to win the World Masters against the Greek. And he does the same thing. Exactly the same thing. That shot in many circles in Europe is called an Alcaide, and the man himself delivered. If Alcaide was awkward before, multiplied.
Yeah, one of the best to go real first. And Chua trying to really climb back in this match after a few mistakes, but he's trying to do it on the safety side of things. I like the kind of lightish kick here. I like to keep some accuracy, just trying to hit the 2. Oh, this is unlucky, and it's going to give up a combination.
And please start the shot clock.
The knowledgeable crowd know the significance of what Alcaide's just done. No combination is a certainty, but this should be knocked in.
Correct.
2-9, Johann Chua back in line.
I just kind of feel like David needs a break and run here. Oh, great break off. Really good timing, getting a lot on the object balls. And it looks like to me, of course, there's a lot of work with 8 on the table, but the blue 2 is the real one. And he's got to shoot. Too much reward with the red 3 over the middle. 4 or 5 kind of connect. I'm not sure that he's going to try and play to a little bit the bigger pocket. And what I mean by that, he can use a hair of the side rail maybe if he doesn't hit it perfect.
It's that 2 ball again. He missed it in rack 1 and he's missed it here.
And that upper right corner has produced more misses than any in the contest. And I just kind of feel like if he's totally comfortable, he goes to the other corner. I mean, that you just, I think so anyways. He's going to overscrew this a little. Still should be just fine. Of course, with those soft hands, he can draw with what looks like a pretty light one. He'll come all the way back to the rail, kind of use it as a reference.
Once bitten, twice shy. He'll be very keen here to leave the 9 ball essentially as a formality.
Man, really hard to make a mistake. He'll be off the cushion, sliding up the left, coming at the 8 with an angle to get back on the 9. He's at the slow a little bit. Most your average fans and pool players, and it seems like everyone plays pool a game or two at some time or another, would look like this is perfect. But he actually wanted a hair more angle. That way the cue ball travels a little easier.
Manufactured the angle that Jeremy was talking about. He missed the 9 in the 4th rack. If he misses this, I would be astonished. Johann Chua was 3-1 down. Now, though, it's 3-3. Keeping up the heat.
Yeah, he's going to come across off the left long rail. Again, he's got, I think, a good chance to fluke something. Is he going to go the right rail? No, he's just sizing it up. Could pocket the 2 on the side. Could bank it cross side. Could pocket the 7 in the lower right off the bottom of the 2. This will have some speed.
Foul, so
the one eventuality we didn't see, and Alcaide and Team Europe did not want.
And please start the shot clock.
Kicks on the blue 2 have cost him a couple games, or at least one so far with the combination. Now that was a bit unlucky. Seems hard pressed to get between the 2 and 7 there, but now he's just got to sit and wait for another opportunity.
The extension, please.
Going to play the 8 here. Is he going to play the 2 off the back of the 5 and 8? Wow. Kind of one of those Filipino shots, I think. I don't think he's playing the triple. This may be a double kiss off the back of the purple and 5. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, he's back at the table, but David's got to be a little concerned about a lot of things here. Obviously, the obvious one, how do you get at this blue 2? He's asking Efren, please show me something.
Extension,
always
please.
fun, David Alcaide. But back to business. You know, he's got to probably tie something up here, Phil, but it is 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game in 9-ball pool. So if he ties something up and surrenders ball in hand, he'll be on two fouls at that moment.
Second foul, ball in hand.
Right here, the Matador needs a miracle.
And please start the shot clock.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been an extraordinary fluke. It really would. Now, under normal circumstances from here, you would bank heavily on Chua to get the job done.
Just seems like you can really hit the ball pure and it still bobble.
All week on those recovery shots to distant corner pockets, he's been absolutely excellent.
Yeah, and you can see probably still not quite as comfortable as he has been in this event, but starting to get there.
Pot this 9-ball and he's got 2 bites of the cherry. One of them with the break. Right in the centre. There is Johann Chua's mother on the right-hand side. His wife and his baby. It's a family affair. Johann Chua.
Majors on the hill leading 4-3. Team Euro to break.
Yeah, of course, this cup isn't finished yet, but you and I and maybe Michael and Scott at some point start to talk about that MVP race for the inaugural Reyes Cup. Oh, a dry break it appears with the 9 floating towards the side. Wow!
Team Europe.
It's golden. It is golden from David Alcaide. There was definitely a question mark as the 9 ball went towards the pocket, but it just about flopped in. Caught the jaw, and gravity then took effect. What a way to force Hill. Europe need everything they can get.
Foul stroke.
How the pendulum can swing. First a golden break, then a scratch on the break, and look at the balls, all dispersed very invitingly for David Alcaide.
Yeah, and I only mention it because you know the heart's going, and you get into it a little bit with the cut break. It bends a little early, and that side pocket seems to become twice as big as normal. Now a little funny first shot though, because he needs an angle on the 3 to get back across, and the purple's kind of in the perfect position. He'll play 2 cushions, I think, anyways. Now watch out! Watch out! Watch out! And this is perfect. After Chua got tough on it, so all kinds of things happening in this first match, and if David can get these 4 balls down, who knows what's going to happen moving forward.
And look at the amount of balls spotted in the match, overwhelmingly in favour of Johann Chua, but it matters not.
Yeah, now he's got obviously an angle going to the left rail. That's the concern, but I think he can follow this ball 2 cushions by it. Could stun, maybe even draw back and take the shot. Yeah, he's drawn back, just going to take a little clip, clip in. Like, oh, he did go forward. I like that.
It seems as though match 13 in the Reyes Cup is going to prove unlucky for Asia, golden for Europe. 9-4 the overall score. David Alcaide in a must-win match keeps Asia off the hill. He was 4-3 down, then he went golden. And then Johann Chua scratched on the break. He did not get another shot. Europe are not out of this yet.